So what's cooking today?
Today we are going to be working on the shifter cart again. We got some parts that are going to be fun to put on, but before we put the fun stuff on, we do have to take care of some actual business with this thing. We have jacks. I'm not really sure if these are going to work or not.
Third time's a charm?
Third time's a charm, hopefully. So these basically are for a Mikuni VM22, which is identical to this. Supposed to be anyway.
Identical.
If you guys have seen in the previous videos, this thing doesn't like to idle. I have read all over the place. Half of the people that own these engines say they can't get them to idle anyway, but I don't believe that. I think there's something else going on. I just don't understand why an engine wouldn't idle correctly. That makes no sense to me.
Or at least stay running and not idle.
At least stay running.
Good.
Yeah, exactly. Because it doesn't actually stay running. Like, it will die if you let it.
I could see like a seriously aggressive cam would make a serious lope, like make the idle erratic, but yeah, stay running.
Stay going, yeah. We're gonna do jets. We have a new intake filter, and then we can move on to some of the fun stuff. If you guys watch our scooter content, we actually installed this same exact thing on the black 50cc Tao scooter, and it is awesome. This thing is really handy. It's actually going to help with setting idle for a speed and temperature, so we know how hot this engine is getting. And then our first fun item, because we want this to be a drift cart. What do all drift cars have? Lots of lights. Lights everywhere. Normally people, I feel like, would go for headlights and taillights first. We have that planned out. We just have to 3D print some brackets and such. We're gonna get right to it. We're gonna toss in those jets, toss on the air filter, maybe turn it on and see if it idles.
And if you guys are here for shifter cart content, you should come back for what we're doing to this thing. It's gonna be a good time. 2 words. Stunt scooter.
Oh my god.
I know.
Your headlight was melting the actual housing? That's what was going on?
That's what that smoke was.
So,
okay.
we get to work?
Yep.
I can't believe that we have 2,000
Good luck.
subscribers.
I know, we just hit 2K. Woohoo!
That's weird. Turkey. So I pulled out the old jet. It says 12.
What did the new ones say? 30? And up?
Ones actually come in 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, 20, 22 and a half.
So the bigger the number, the bigger the hole?
Yeah. Bigger the number, the more fuel.
What's the lowest number is in that pack? 12 and a half?
10.
10. Oh, okay, cool.
This is the pilot jet. So let's see if it actually is the same. I'm curious if it is or not. I don't think it is now that I'm looking at it. It is not. Where do you get these jets at? It might work. I don't know.
How different are they?
They're pretty different. Yeah, let's see if it
They look pretty similar.
They look the same. The problem
Thread
is
pitch is good?
if the thread is different, that's going to be...
Hey, cross-threaded or torque to spec, tight's tight, right?
That's true.
Does that go for carburetor jets?
Yeah.
No, and I'm not going to force it because it's the only carburetor we have for it.
Well, put it back together, let's put some fun stuff on. Make you feel better.
I'm so annoyed.
What is this? This is the third pack we've tried to order, right?
This carburetor apparently you can't get jets for unless you want to spend all of your money on them. We will continue to run like garbage. Luckily it's red and black like the rest of this go-kart.
It's so matchy.
Dude, I can't wait to put this on. We're gonna get all of the horsepower just from a sticker. You'd be surprised at how often the parts don't actually add the power, but the stickers do. The uni filter doesn't work, but we have a backup filter that actually came with the cart. We're gonna toss it on. This kid that owned it before did dirt racing, so he wrapped this thing in a cloth, but I think pointless for us. We don't need a cloth. We're not running it in dirt.
Sheesh.
It's brand new.
And it has a cool little 90 on it too. So, what am I looking at?
I don't know what that is.
I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Oh, it just makes it hard so it can clamp
can actually clamp onto it? Okay, so that is completely 100% rigged up.
I mean, but the inlet to the carb is bigger than that, right?
Yeah.
Is that a ridge?
Yeah, that's fairly restrictive. We're gonna run. What in the world was this cart into?
Would you say it's fairly restrictive? We're gonna run it? Is that what you said?
Yeah. This is the first time that we've taken something apart and we thought it was pretty, like, messed up. Normally we're the ones doing that to the cart.
What's your opinion on that thing?
Well, it's better than the one that was on there because it's actually clean. I want the uni filter on there. That's my thoughts on this.
So have you taken the spark plug out yet and
I've
checked
never
it?
taken the spark plug out. And as far as I'm concerned, this plug has welded itself to itself. I've never seen one that crushed before. It's also bubbling.
Let me see what you're talking about here. Where's the gap at?
There's
How is that?
zero gap. I don't know.
What do you mean bubbling?
It was at the base.
Oh yeah.
It's like leaking.
Oh, there is a gap there.
There's just the tiniest of gaps. How?
You can see it barely.
We just got back with a new spark plug. I put it in, I got the carburetor on, and I pulled it over, and guess what? We definitely just weren't thinking, because that's so much better. The throttle response is there. It was a $4 fix the entire time.
That goes to show, check the easy stuff.
Check the easy stuff first. God, we do it on pretty much everything that we own. We don't check the easy stuff. We're like, no, it has to be the hard thing.
You want to take it out?
I guess.
See how she performs? Already?
Yeah.
Sounds like it's cutting out.
Holy cow, I'm getting shaken apart, dude.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh my god. What? What is happening? What in the world, dude? The weirdest thing. Like, just because it can happen, it did. Ow!
So this is what it looks like from inside here. My inside. Is that what you were feeling like?
Yeah, it shakes you apart. It's so bad.
Hot.
Ooh! There's fuel coming out when you do that. After we stopped riding the go-kart the other day, we put it away because we were busy. I made some designs for 3D printed parts. We didn't really have a great way of attaching the headlight to the go-kart, so I designed a bracket that will fit around the bumper bar. You got this lower piece and the upper piece, and it should fit the bar in between there and kind of sandwich it so it'll fit. And also, we have this battery tray that I 3D printed. I just measured the battery box, and then these two grooves in the bottom are actually the frame rails, or where it's going to sit on the frame. Now there's still some support material in there. We could clean it up a little bit. For the time being, we're just gonna see if the battery actually fits in here. Oh my goodness, it's just a little bit of friction fit to sit inside of here. That's really nice. Switch works. Cord's able to be plugged in there. I'm actually really happy with that. I couldn't be more stoked on these headlight mounts. They work so good. Look at how sturdy they are. You can shake that around and move it. It's moving the whole cart around. That's sick. They worked really well. So yeah, they're just sandwiching on this bar here. It looks really good. It looks really clean. Holy smokes. And the yellow headlights too. That looks so good. Right now I have them set on the back here on the mount as far to the side as they can go. So these headlights can move like all the way in or all the way out. So there's a ton of play and options for where they can actually sit on here. Really stoked on that. This is going to be awesome. That's the first 3D printed addition to the shifter cart. And now we're going to move on to the battery box. Now the battery box is going to sit right here on these two rails, basically above the fuel line. First test. Oh my god. It's like it's on rails. Oh wait. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. These zip ties are in the way. But that ain't nothing. You can just slip the zip ties. Look at that. Oh, it could go the other way too, I suppose. Yeah, we could have it sitting like this. So then the front of the battery is protected from, like, if a rock flies up this way, that might actually be the way to go. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, it can sit either way on those two channels right there on the frame. I'm not going to zip tie this down yet because we're not ready for the electrical work. I'm going to wait till Mason's here. This 3D printed stuff is so sweet. I'm so excited that I actually get to use my 3D printer to make cool stuff. Battery box is printed. Headlight mounts are printed. Next thing on the list for 3D printed stuff, potentially a mount for the tack. We haven't put that on yet. And then also, we're gonna do like a cell phone mount somewhere because there's no room in the seat with us, and like if you can have it out of your pocket so you can like measure obviously like speeds and stuff, that'd be good. That's kind of next on the list. If you guys enjoyed the video today, please leave a like. As per usual guys, we appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.